going on, peeps? It's great to see you all. Here is...
I'm too short.
Again!
Hi, people.
So, today is hashtag Vibes Matter Part 2. This is Part 2. So, what is your emotional wake? What is your emotional wake? So let me spend some time unpacking this a little bit here. So check this out. If you have not seen Part 1, I definitely encourage you to check it out because it's very important. This is super duper important. A couple questions for you. How do you make people feel when they see you or when you meet them? And it could be coworkers, it could be your family members, right? So not just new people, but how about old people? How about people that you see every single day? How do you make them feel? What vibe are you putting off when they see you or when you meet them for the first time? Second question is, how do you make people feel when you leave? Right? Because there's a cheesy quote, I'm a cheesy quote factory. I'm telling you, I got more cheesy quotes than like cheese puffs, man. Right? So check this out. How do you make them feel when you see them, when they meet you, when you see them, and then when you leave? The quote is this: people will not always remember what you told them, but they will always remember how you made them feel. They may not remember what you told them, they will always remember how you made them feel. Now check this out. Here's the rear naked choke. Oh, what? My BJJ peeps, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu peeps. Here's the deal. What determines how the vibe that you put off? Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready. I'm not sure you're ready. Here's what determines that. What's your EQ? What is your EQ? What is your emotional quotient? What is your emotional maturity? That's going to impact the vibe that you put off, right? If you have a low EQ, and I'll be honest with you, today, man, I was not feeling it. I was dumpy diapers. My daughter's like, Poppy, why are you negative Nancy? I was like, what? Oh, no, you didn't. She did, legit. That's what she told me. The vibe I was putting off with my family, which, man, I don't want to put that vibe off. I don't put off dumpy diapers vibe, right? It's a function of my EQ. Now, check this out. A couple quotes here. Some people light up a room when they enter. Some people light up a room when they leave. Are people happy to see you or are they happy to see you go? Right? So that's important. Again, it's a function of where your EQ is. Now, here's my challenge to you. What are you doing to grow your EQ? What are you doing to grow your emotional intelligence, your emotional maturity? There's a lot of factors. There's a lot of factors to your EQ, but how are you growing it? It's so important. This is a very important people skill. Okay. It's an awesome quote here. Nothing so conclusively determines a man's or a woman's ability to lead others as what he or she does from day to day to lead themselves. And I've said that quote before in some of my previous videos, which definitely recommend checking some of those out. But it's a powerful quote. Nothing that you want to change can change unless you change something that you do daily. So what are you doing daily to work on this particular area, if this is an area that's important to you? Okay, and then the last thing is this. Okay, now here's why I say that. Because you've got to take ownership. I used to say, okay, well, I'm dumpy diapers or negative Nancy today because of X or because of Y. Well, as long as I'm placing blame, as long as I'm blaming my circumstance, I'm blaming somebody else, I can't change it, right? I'm the victim. You can't change something that you blame when you're blaming somebody else. But here's the beautiful thing. When you take ownership of your issues, of your EQ, now you can change it. Now, the beautiful thing about being at fault is that you can be the solution as well. You can take charge, take ownership of your EQ and change that. That's a power. Our daughter right now is 10 and a half. We homeschool with Classical Conversations. She's in her 6th grade year. She's 10 and a half, about to be 11 here, and she already has ownership of her education. Like legit, my awesome wife says, hey, here's what you got to do today, and our kid knocks it out. The only thing that she needs that we sit down with her about is like some math stuff. But the rest she's on her own. Well, are we that way with our own EQ, with our own emotional quotient? Okay, then the last thing is this. Have you found a tribe? Have you found a community, a group of folks that have a growth mindset? I encourage you to find a tribe that is serious about growing themselves, that does not have a fixed mindset. There's no growth in it with a fixed mindset. You have to have a growth mindset. And something that can help with that is surrounding yourself with other growth-minded people. So I would encourage you, find a tribe that has a growth mindset as their culture, as their core value of their culture. Okay, so you guys know how I end it, right? So here's the deal. You change you can change your world, and together we can change the world. So realize again that you have an emotional wake, right? You have you leave an emotional, like when you're water skiing, right? The boat leaves a wake, you leave a wake. What is your emotional wake? Everyone leaves an emotional wake behind them and actually in front of them to that vibe, right, that we put off. So take ownership of that. Realize that you put off a certain vibe. Take ownership of that. Grow your EQ, and I encourage you to figure out some ways to grow yourself every single day, and figure out also a tribe. Find a tribe that you can latch onto that is serious about personal growth and development. We've got we've got a movement that we started about 9 months ago. It's called the 360 movement. It is absolutely off the charts. We've got an event for anybody that is serious about growing themselves. Actually, this Sunday, 3 p.m. To 5 p.m. If you want some skinny on that, hit me up. I can possibly maybe extend you an invite to that, but only for folks that are serious, okay, about growing yourself. So anyway, that's it. God bless you all. If you feel this added value, please share it with family or friends or something like that if you think this impacted or had any value. But again, change you so you can change your world so that we can change the world. God bless you.